and I know I just said, stay away from some of these.
Don't bet the favorites. But I think this dude Rinya.
Yeah, but Nakamura is going to win this fight. But let's go ahead and break it down. We have Toshiomi Kazama taking on Rinya Nakamura. Toshiomi Kazama is 10-2 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off a decision win 6 months ago, and Rinya Nakamura is 6-0 overall. He is undefeated in his career. He's got 5 stoppage wins. And these odds are accurate. They did tighten a bit, which I was surprised to see. So Rinya opened at a minus 600 favorite. He is now bet down to a minus 425 favorite. And I think that's solid value here. They are somewhat inexperienced in MMA.
The kind of the reverse old school iPhone hairline there. Remember that Samsung commercial? Or that was the iPhone commercial with the Samsung guy with the hair with the notch cut out or something like that. I know it was a Samsung commercial making fun of the iPhone notch. Rinya's kind of got the reverse kind of like that notch in his head there.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Anyway, Rinya Nakamura is a fantastic wrestler. He's a very high-level wrestler. This is not a MMA fighter who learned how to wrestle. He is a wrestler who competed on the world stage and then transitioned to MMA. He's still young. This isn't like a Mark Madsen situation where he's late 30s and then, competing in MMA. He's still very young, still athletic, fast, strong, all the things. He can be wild in his striking, but he's so confident in his wrestling and his ability to not be taken down or get a takedown whenever he needs one, he doesn't really care. He's fighting Toshiomi Kazama, who's also a very good grappler. He averages 2 takedowns per fight on his own in this tournament specifically. His takedown defense needs some work, and that's going to be a problem here. But his BJJ is very slick. He can scramble, he sweeps, he even submits off of his back as well. So this is going to be sort of grappler versus grappler, if you will. Rinya's going to be the far better wrestler. Kazama's going to be the better actual just jiu-jitsu guy. I think Rinya's going to be the better striker, albeit a wild striker, but I think Rinya does what he wants on his feet, does what he wants on the ground, and I think he's got a good enough base and good enough jiu-jitsu defense to not get submitted. So I love Rinya Nakamura in this spot. I think the minus 425, I wouldn't necessarily lay out 4 units to win in 1 unit, but I may, I'd parlay them. I'd grab, we'll talk about some other fights on this card that are worthy of a parlay. I'd grab some others, smash them together because I'm very, very confident here. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Shit, man. Yeah, I mean, this should be straightforward, right? You see it on paper, and Angelo's breakdown was 100% correct. Rinya should come in. If he wants to mess around on the feet, he really shouldn't have any issues there, but the path to victory, get the takedowns, get the control, get out of there with a win. But there's something, as I'm watching film on this guy, Kazama, and as I'm thinking about it every day, and I'm looking at bets, and I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at that, there's just something that tells me that this dude Kazama is very, very live in this matchup, as Angel mentioned, because of his scrambling and jiu-jitsu's ability. This guy is... He doesn't just sit and guard and do that stuff, right? He's always looking for sweeps, submissions off his back. He's a very, very aggressive defensive grappler. I mean, that doesn't really make sense, but I think it does kind of make sense. Off his back, he's always going to be threatening Rinya. Rinya is going to have to get a takedown and basically lay and pray for 15 minutes. And against a guy like Kazama, yes, he has the ability to do that. He is a control wrestler, and he should be able to do that. But there's something in the back of my mind that keeps telling me that Kazama is going to win a sweep or two. And in those sweep positions, he has shown that he can do some wild stuff. He has triangles. He has arm bars. He has heel hook submissions. He even has like a key lock or something like that off his back, about to snap somebody's arm. So there's something in the back of my mind, but I think the odds makers are onto us a little bit, because I thought going into this, I was going to place flyer submission bets for Kazama, and I would get round bets at, like, if I was putting these against a guy like Rinya, I'm putting Kazama round 1 submission at like plus 25, and then round 2 at like plus 29 or 3,000, because it's not very likely, right? But if you look at these odds that are on here, Kazama by submission is plus 1,600 for the first round. I just don't think there's enough meat on that bone for a flyer type bet, so I'm probably not going to place it. But if you're looking for a little bit of a flyer that, there's a little bit of meat on that bone, you might play something like that. But this should be Kenya's to win, but something's telling me Kazama is going to be a little bit more live than people think.
I mean, he's dangerous in the jiu-jitsu, but only the jiu-jitsu. His hands aren't dangerous. He's not going to get a takedown here, and his takedown defense is not very good.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if he gets it. I've seen people get on Rinya, and he's had to really kind of defend takedowns, and he knows what he's doing there, but I could see Kazama being a little bit wild and getting a takedown or two. So,
But your pick is still Rinya.
yeah, there's just something that's a little bit pause for the cause, I would say, on this matchup for some reason. One of those little feelings deep down in the nuts.
We have a $4.99 super chat from Prince Vegeta. No comment. Thank you for the. Did we say no comment?
What?
He wrote no comment in quotes.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it just wouldn't say anything if there was no actual comment.
Well, I know, but it says when you do a super chat, it says, "Would you like to write a comment?" So he just wrote no comment. Very simple.
I thought it was like quoting one of us.
No, the quotes just show up in Melon, but if you look at the actual, it's just no comment.
Okay. Well, thank you very
shit.
much. Thank you very much for the
Literally, if I
super
was
chat.
watching right now, I'd shut this shit down at this point.
Arrivederci. I wouldn't miss you one fucking bit.
No, I'm gonna obviously. Obviously, I need to stay. I'm saying if I was a viewer, I would.
No, I get what you're saying. I wouldn't miss you as a viewer. You'd be the worst. You would be everybody I hate. You'd be awful. You'd be the worst guy in the comment section.
I definitely wouldn't watch you. I'd watch me though.
Great.
I'd watch the shit out of me. If there's somebody I'm watching in the shower, it's me.
Okay. $6,900 in DraftKings. You spending that on Kazama?
6,900, huh? That's it. Sorry, lock it in. No.
There's just something about this man that I just really genuinely feel. A pause for the cause. Oh, he's the cheapest guy in the card? No, I'm not gonna. No.
Not the cheapest. Oh, cheapest guy maybe? I don't know.
No, he's not. He's second because Jesus Aguilar.
It's definitely a flyer,
is the cheapest.
but
I like Rinya to win. So do you. $9,300 is probably money well spent, and I do like the under on rounds here.
Rinya could score a million points because Kazama is a good wrestler and grappler, and he could get back to his feet, Rinya's going to have to work, but Rinya could stack up fucking 10 takedowns in this fight, honestly.
I know, I agree. Well, and he's vicious. He will throw wild. He will work for a finish and then lose the position because he's working for a finish, but he doesn't care because he'll just get another one. This should be actually the most fun fight for these tournaments. Check out all of our bets at WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member to unlock them all. We do have a couple of different bets going on this fight.